I wanted to start with this because I just think this is just absolutely brilliant. You know, when you get those people who are just delusional or deny reality, or maybe they don't deny reality, they just know that they're talking utter holics, which is fair enough if you want to talk utter holics, but don't get upset if you get embarrassed by an expert. And this is what happened here on G&B, like when absolute Daily Mail bell tap Andrew Pierce is invited on to explain that all these what's happening in Dover and Folkestone, it's nothing to do with Brexit, and this is all to do with the French. All their fault. When in doubt, blame France. But there's a slight flaw in his plan. When you are exposed for talking utter crud by a travel expert, Simon Calder, and believe me, you'll hear a few videos of Simon Calder basically just destroying this myth that this has nothing to do with Brexit. You could tell he gets clearly embarrassed and upset by it. So all I want to say is just sit back and enjoy as Tory boy Andrew Pierce gets absolutely destroyed by an expert. And like as Michael Gove might say, country's had enough of experts. I haven't. So sit back and enjoy.
I think we should ask travel expert Andrew Pierce.
Do you think?
Well, I know about
Why are there all these queues?
What's behind it?
Dover?
Blame the French.
What's the male view?
The French. They haven't employed enough staff. Because he's going to say Brexit, but as you know, Ed...
See, when he said he's going to say Brexit, to me that told me straight away that he knows that he's on a hiding to nothing, so he's going to get that in early. That's my personal opinion. But this is just priceless.
As you know, we had these checks before we left the European Union.
But they're having to do further checks. They're having to do different checks.
Well, that's
more
up
checks
to them.
than they were
Well,
doing
that's
before.
up to them. But we were not in the Schengen Agreement, so it's exactly the same system. And the French apparently are not putting enough staff on their
It's
side.
not exactly the same system.
Yes,
if you're importing, exporting goods, there are certainly checks going into the European Union, and then that has a knock-on effect to holidaymakers. I think it's really regrettable. But you wanted to take back control. You gave up control.
So
people queuing,
he completely ignored the fact we were not in the Schengen Agreement, so they were checked before. There were checks, but they were outside the Schengen Agreement, but there were checks before, and there's still checks now.
But there's more checks now. Moving from our two travel experts in this
Should we go to the actual travel
Shall we go to
expert,
the other
Simon
one?
Calder? I think we probably should.
But
Absolutely. Talk about proper trolling these two. Well, especially Andrew Pierce. This is brilliant.
Afraid, Andrew Pierce, I have to say, you have got exactly what you wanted, which is the effects of Brexit, which gives back control to the French. We have said we want to be treated as third country citizens. That means instead of just waving the passport out of the window when you breeze past, or just being completely waved past because there's a bit of a queue building up, the French official has to, because we asked to be third country nationals, the French official has to ask you to see your passport. They have to stamp it. They're supposed to check that you haven't had too many journeys to the European Union, 90 days in any 100 days. Andrew, they need to ask you whether or not you've got enough money for your stay, whether you've got a return ticket. These are all rules that we helped devise and build in, and then we asked to become subject to them. And guess what?
They won't let him in at this rate. They won't let him in.
They
You're right there,
Has he
Andrew.
got sufficient resources to leave again?
Would you like to apologise to all those people whose holidays were disrupted with your Brexit fantasy?
Absolutely brilliant. I totally agree. Would you like to apologise for the mess you've made with your Brexit fantasy? Totally agree. Now you're wondering why I did it this way, because I got the feeling I might get demonetised if I'd have done it the normal way. But anyway, it's just as good. But look at that face. Looks like it's just been sucking on a lemon. It don't look too happy, does it? What a bell tap. But anyway, I do hope you enjoy the video, and until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care.